You're a holiday, packed in boxes, tied up in bags. All the words that lovers learned how to take cement the afternoon right beside a worn-out shade of you.
I thought your name was George.
Nice day. Very supple.
What?
It's, the day, it's nice.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, it's supple?
No, yeah, I was trying to think of a different type of word to use to describe, to apply to this sort of weather, and, you know, other than nice or pleasant or good, and then I said supple.
Oh.
Don't you ever want to use different words than the ones you always do?
Yeah, all the time.
All we ever use are the same words when there's so many.
No, yeah, I use different words all the time. I use diverse amounts of words. I like to experiment. I was saying, I thought your name was George.
It is.
Oh, but just now when we met, you shook my hand, you said, "Hi, I'm Greg."
Oh, Greg is a version of George. It's a casual way to shorten the name. It's common.
Really? Because I know a George, actually, and he just goes by George.
Lots of Georges do it. It's normal.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That cloud looks like my grandmother.
Which one?
Well, it moved, but it did. Did you notice before that we hadn't said anything for 2 minutes?
No.
Oh, I was just wondering if we were doing the comfortable silence thing, or if we were enjoying not talking, not even noticing that we weren't talking, or if we didn't have anything to say to each other, if we just really didn't know each other well enough to say it yet.
2 minutes?
Yeah, oh yeah, that kid over there, the one with the face, he ran around the fountain 3 times. I'm just guessing that it takes him about 40 seconds to do that, to make it around and stop and catch his breath and then run around the thing again. The 3rd time, I don't know, maybe he was dizzy or something. He totally fell. He like ate grass. It was pretty funny. I really wanted to share and have a moment with you about it. I just didn't know if we were at that place yet where we could laugh at little kids when they fall and stuff.
Well, we shouldn't talk just because we feel like we have to.
Well, no. I mean, but aren't we supposed to be getting to know each other?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just saying, let's not force it. Do you want to get some ice cream or something?
Why, am I boring you?
No.
Awesome.
So do you want some or not?
Yeah, okay. Do you like my dress? Because I like your shirt.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's vintage, my dress is. Or maybe not, it's probably just pretending to be.
It's nice.
I kind of hate it, actually. I think it makes me look pregnant. Do I look pregnant?
No, not at all.
First date. We met on the internet. So, when did you first find out? I mean, how long have you had it for?
Thank you. I don't really want to talk about all.
Oh,
Can we not?
No, I totally understand. Of course you. That was totally inappropriate. I should be shot.
No, I just kind of like to, walk with a pretty girl and watch the kids play.
I should totally just be shot. Someone ought to just put a gun to my balls and blow.
You have balls?
No, not. I just don't think it's fair that only people who actually have balls should be able to use the term. I think it limits our speech. I think that we all have metaphorical balls, especially when you're trying to make a point. I can't remember. Wait. Did you just say I was pretty?
I can't remember.
You did? You think I'm pretty?
Yeah, well, maybe.
I knew it! These kinds of things are always reciprocal. They always balance out, or the world would not be right. It would tip over. It would fall off the shelf. I knew that you liked me too. When I walked up, I thought, I hope that's him.
Yeah, I hope that's her.
Really? You did? I hope that's her as opposed to who?
The girl behind you?
What did she look like?
My sister, but uglier.
You look like this boy I went to high school with, who worked at Abercrombie & Fitch. He was like 1,000,000 feet tall and smelled like the forest. He was so hot. He gave like 8 cheerleaders HPV, or it could have been a toilet seat, but I totally think it was him. What?
Nothing. Can you not talk about, can you just settle down?
Settle down?
You're talking really loud and you know, you're like one of those girls who...
No, I'm not any kind of girl. I'm retardedly unique.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, fine. I guess if I were beautiful and strange, then I'd be unique. But since I'm just moderately pretty, I'm weird.
But you are kind of weird.
Unique.
You brought me a balloon.
I thought it was unpredictable and cute, and given the nature of our relationship, I just thought...
Relationship?
No, I just mean the way that we met, you know, the specifics of, we already know so much about each other, gross, intimate details.
Shh, can you not talk so loud? There are kids and parents.
I'm just saying that we already know so much about our... that we might as well... I don't know, we might as well just be ourselves.
Well, I'm being myself.
So am I. Did you always button the top button?
Yeah.
Looks uncomfortable. So, I couldn't believe it. Could you, when I found the, when I saw that there was a place where I could actually meet people who already knew that they had it? So that you wouldn't have to have that awful conversation where you're like, I have to tell you something, and they're like, what's with the super intense tone of voice? Like someone's dog just died, we just met, and you're like, well, before this goes any further, and the next thing you know, you run into them on the street, and they've got their hand down the back of some girl's Old Navy skinny jeans. And... Have you had that?
Had what?
That awful conversation, the worst.
No.
Well, hello, you have to, it's a must.
No, I know, I haven't been, I've been abstaining.
Oh, yeah, I know, me too.
You are pretty, though. I mean, I can see why.
Why what?
You know, why guys, why they tend to, you know, why they want...
Hey, listen. Mine was a one-time. Listen, I'm not some fucking... I make love. I love with my whole self. I don't go around. I'm not some fucking... I don't even wear thongs. I read Christian romance novels. My dad voted for Bush.
Mine too.
I was a virgin for a very long time. It took a whole lot for me to put out. There were candles involved and some very choice words and an entire pecan pie.
Me too.
What did you think I was? Some kind of... Because I'm not. Do you want me to assume things about you? Because I could. I could assume that you give really bad head and that you pee in the shower. Yay. I'm embarrassing you.
I just don't like yelling, especially in public.
If we didn't yell in public, when even would we yell? It's convenient.
In private. You yell at each other in private like everybody else.
Boring.
Normal?
Tomato.
What?
Never mind, you don't even get it.
What, you think you speak in some complex way that I can't understand?
I think that you read what everybody else is reading. I think that you loved the Da Vinci Code. I think you don't like fake meat.
Really? Well, I think you watch reality TV.
I do. I fucking never watch reality
Yeah, well,
TV.
Maybe, maybe you're just not for me. Maybe you're not the...
What, I'm not normal enough? I don't wear enough baby blue? I don't do enough nodding?
No, I think you're very normal. I think you shop at the Gap. I think you eat rice-a-roni. I think, I think that you painted your fingernails and then deliberately chipped some of it off to seem blasé. I think you watch reality TV. I think you're cute.
I do not. I fucking never watch reality TV.
Okay, jeez. Look, it's normal, okay? It's nothing to be ashamed of.
What? Yeah, you listen. You don't know me. You don't know whether or not I'm your type. How can you already know? There is no way that within 5 minutes you can possibly presume that I'm an unideal person to spend 67% of your time with. You don't know the power of my blueberry pancakes, even when they are a little bit burnt. In fact, they're even better that way. You don't know the depths of how I'm very
Please,
deep.
can you just stop yelling? There are people staring.
What?
I was only trying to tell you that. I was just trying to tell you that you're pretty. Before you flipped out and got mad, and I wasn't trying to call you. I was just trying to pay you a compliment. I wasn't trying to insinuate anything.
You provoked me. You made fun of me. I got mad.
Well, you shouldn't get mad at people that you don't know. It's not polite.
I am very polite.
I told you I think you're pretty. Just say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that we should stop and tell our stories. Yeah, that's all that I was trying to do before. I'm not trying to invade or anything. I think we should tell our stories.
What's to tell?
Specifics.
I don't know.
Come on.
No, I really don't know.
Seriously?
I don't really want to. I really don't want to.
Then why are you here? You want to talk about these things, or you wouldn't have reached out the way that you did. We wouldn't be on this bench.
There was a time when, there were quite a few
Temptations.
Yeah, and I felt invincible.
As opposed to...
Small.
I know what you mean.
I know.
I've wasted a lot of time. I've spent a lot of time sitting around waiting for someone to fall in love with me. Like now? How about now? Has it happened yet? And I keep looking out of the corner of my eye to see if it's happening. Is anybody looking? No. And when I get sick of waiting, I try and force it.
It doesn't work like that. You can't force it. You just have to be.
I'm trying. I just seem to be completely incapable of just being, and now look what. It just doesn't seem fair, None of this is fair. And you think of all the people who are fine, who are every night out with a different person.
Yeah, and like, before you never used to, thought you were never gonna die.
Yeah. And the one time, I mean, I'm a good girl, you know? I know right from wrong. I know sloppy from careful. Why can't all the others? And you think, yo, this is what happens when you love for a minute? When you finally let yourself do it? Whatever it is that you feel, you know, in your stomach that compels you to take the love outside of yourself and put it into or onto another person with your body. Let yourself go. What is that? Why does it feel like that? I just don't think it should mean that I have to be alone. Why does it feel like that?
I don't know.
It's not fair.
Last night, I think I dreamt that you and I were on my dad's boat.
We hadn't even met.
Well, I'd seen your picture, though. Yeah, it was definitely you.
Oh, what was I doing?
We were both wearing those big orange life preservers, and we wanted to jump in the water, and we did. And it was warm and filled with friendly snakes and flowers, and we were little. I mean, young. Before anything had happened yet.
So what would happen if two people,
Since they both,
yeah,
I don't know.
they'd have to be careful.
No, yeah, I know.
Well, what if, like, just for a minute, it was just this thing that you could separate from?
Yeah, like, take it outside of themselves.
Yeah, and make it better. Make it okay again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be a holiday. And be a holiday. You'll be a holiday. I'll take a sunlit table for two and make it and be a holiday. Keys to open doors, reinventing all the needful wars. Take my hand to know it like the back of yours. You can have a dance if you'll take me to the foreign lands. Place my palm between your fighting hands and take it, and be a holiday